Hey there, everybody. My name's Chris, and we are back with episode 2 of our Swansea City rebuild here in FM24. As I said in the first video, this is going to be an interesting one for me, a little bit more of a realistic rebuild with Matt Grimes leaving and with the possibility, still yet to be confirmed, of Jacob Wright from Man City coming in as a sort of similar replacement type player and money wise. I think it could work out to a good deal, but who knows? So I'm jumping into FM and just seeing what happens. We've overhauled the squad a little bit by getting rid of a bunch of young players that weren't going to make it. Um, to the point where we don't even have an under 18s team. We have, a small under 21s team including like 7 or 8 players that are out on loan, and we've got a decent sized first team that I'm starting to feel good about the first 11. And there's been a couple of surprising members that should be rotational, but are starting to look like they could be a little bit more. So we'll get to all that. We'll look over the fixtures, but financially, we're in a good place. We're still up about 1 million on the season. I forgot with the money we went out, there was still Joe Pro's money to come in, so I think we kind of balanced out on those transfers. But they are now done. Everything is set up. It's done. We're under wage by a decent margin. We still got like 30 grand basically, so we can sign one player, and about 3.2 million because we did get a little increase from the board up to nearly 5 million. We got 3.2 in the budget, and so I've kind of moved the needle a little bit just to make sure that we're in the right ballpark for a player. So 3 million to sign, 30 grand of wages, like probably two squad or young players rather than a first team player. But we can kind of tweak that, maybe put a little bit more in the transfer budget and a little bit less in the wage. But overall, not too bad. We're in a good place, as I say, projection wise. You're looking kind of end of this season to be like, you know, just above the red line and then down by 20 million and down by 30 million that next year. So yeah, we're losing 60 million this year, 20 million next year, and about 15 that next year as well. So kind of in line with Swansea. I think it's like 17 to 18 we're predicted to be losing per season, and that kind of averages out to round about that mark. So yeah, um, we are in a realistic position. It seems like we got a lot of money, um, but yeah, who knows? We're in a good place with the supporters and with the board at the moment. We're starting to make a little impact, and there's a reason for that. Now, I know people are going to say save scumming, etc. Is it detail level? No, it's definitely not detail level. What is it? Game status. Yeah, I've saved 6 times, which I think 2 or 3 of those are on the setup itself. So yeah, um, I can keep coming back to this if people really want to um, make an impact of that. I know people have a lot of different opinions on it, but really what I've been doing is simulating games, not save scumming. And we've got a good assistant manager, so that probably elevates. The tactics probably pretty good as well. I didn't actually show these either, the selected nations. Like all of these at view only, and then England basically down to the National League North and South. Playable because that's what we're doing. These are my specs. 4060 laptop GPU and a good processor there, so it kind of idles quite nicely. It does kind of idle quite nicely. But that first game that you saw in charge, we kind of that live con we kind of got done at the last minute to blow a clean sheet. So not happy with that, but we did get the ball rolling here. Bianchini came in with a goal. You can see another couple for Ronald. Harry Darling got his goal. Solid performance from everybody. 5-0 there in the cup. 2-0 over Norwich. Rotated out some more players there as well. Just kind of keeping things ticking along, or rather using bench players in a few games. A little bit of rotation, I think, coming up, but Bianchini back on the score sheet and Darling as well. And then this one, two from Bianchini, um, and a good kind of end of the game sort of fight back here to make sure we beat Portsmouth 5-1. 4-2 over QPR. Pretty decent. We're starting to see a couple of players underperforming in general, but we're getting there. Vapotnik with a pair. Um, Pretty happy with that. And then another goal for him and for Cullen, Jisung, Yom, and Ronald as well. Those guys, all the front four that we pretty much are going to be counting on as our four starters up front. They all got a goal. Matt Grimes as well. Another 5-goal game coming. Yeah, early goals for both sides, but we got past Preston pretty easily. And then Southampton, you know, Ukachukwu, I think he's on loan from Chelsea. Solid player. Loan from Chelsea? Yeah. He got an early goal. Bianchini scored. And then new signing, the Ukrainian Vanat, I think 4 million or so, 4.8 million. That, you know, he got off to a good start for them. And then we got a goal back. And then they took the lead before half time. And then Ben Cabango got a straight second yellow. He got sent off. And I'm a little bit worried, you know, if I was in charge of this game, I'd probably be, you know, really worried. I'm making some big changes here, but there weren't a lot of changes, to be fair. And yeah, Bianchini got his hat trick in injury time, and then Manny Grimes got the winner towards the end of the game. So I kind of feel really good about that, beating a Premier League team with 10 men coming from behind quite quickly, and then coming from behind after a quarter of an hour, and then coming from behind after the red card a few minutes later towards the end of the first half. And then keeping them quiet, even with 10 men, keeping them quiet for the entire second half, I think absolutely unbelievable. And then Bianchini in the only goal against Stoke away from home. And then this last game, the first one, really that, you know, we've seen a lack of goals and performances combined, because there's still some good performances here. In this one, not so much. And both strikers, 6.2, 6.3, wasting chances. Coming from behind, Pedersen gets us a draw. And a 100% record falls. But we are unbeaten. We're in a good place. So I'm happy with that. We still have a few things here. So Jacob Wright coming in for 4 million. Vidal for 2.3. And I'm also looking at Nico Seeger, the Canadian, who's got, I believe, he's got a Croatian passport as well. So, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how he develops and maybe take a little punt on him. We have been negotiated a 5 million fee. So I'm going to turn that down right now, but that is an option. Let's see if I get rid of cancelled. Yeah, it's going to stay there. I don't know. Something weird's going on. But then we still got the loan deal of Sjojong to go out to Heerenveen for the last sort of 4 months of the season, and Abdullahi and Grimes in that January transfer window as well, when Jacob Wright comes in right at the end of it, and Vidal at the end of the season. So nothing kind of new there. We still have only signed Nathan Ferguson. Everything else is, you know, as real life happened. We haven't sold anyone else. We put Ben Lloyd out on loan. All these deals, they're all normal as well. So, yeah, nothing really to write home about. We've got a good little squad. Brighton have joined the chase for Harry Darling along with Everton. Um, our values are dropping. I did see an issue when I was looking at. I didn't check the database in full, but I did see that Liam Cullen had like an 11 million value. So I did go in and try and look at that. Um, but that is dropping now. I think his reputation might be higher than it normally is in game. But it will balance out with the amount of goals he scores and games he plays. I think those valuations will start to kind of settle down a little bit. Can already see why I love Matt Grimes. You know, even though he's got a contract agreed elsewhere, he's playing well. He's been stripped of the captaincy. He's not unhappy, and he's got himself you know up to a good value to where we can start you know imagining being in the Premier League and 15, 20, 30 million for Matt Grimes. We establish ourselves that he does well. A lot of set pieces usually go through him, so you can see up to 40 million. So it hurts a little bit in real life. It's going to be 4, but that is kind of where we're at, and I like the rest of the team. I am looking at a goalkeeper. So we're in this place now. I haven't gone through here, so as I said, anyone under 4-star gets taken out, and anyone that isn't a B, at least B minus, is taken out as well. So that's current shortlist. We're down to 43 already. I am in general just asking the agents once they're on the shortlist, just to get an idea of who is feasible and to kind of what level. So here we go. 147. 7's quite high. Probably looking at 3.5 million, which is okay. His wages are huge. Okay. His wage demands are going to be huge because he doesn't want to come and he's already on over 10 grand a week. So, yeah, he's going to get nudged off, sadly, and he's going to be kind of in place. Okay, okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, Clemens Riddell. 6'1", 13 jump and reach, 13 strength, 12 acceleration pace. Just looks solid. This is a new one for me, so already speaks the language. Pretty decent. Where have you got English from? Just in general, you've learned English. Yeah, okay, decent. Interested, very interested in the loan. Kind of hits everything we want there. Kind of hits the right places there. And it's Hullet who has an 18 potential. Yeah, okay. So I'm very happy with that. 20 years of age. Yeah, we only got 4 ESC slots. We need to make sure it's the right people we're going after. But I do think that could be one. Oh, deputy. Okay, okay, okay. How'd you compare with Figaro? I did look at Peter as well. Peter Luga. Peter Luga is pretty much the same as him. I think 1.1 I was quoted for him, and he's okay, but he wanted like it says here 2 to 2.7. I'm pretty sure he wanted 20 grand to be a breakthrough player. So yeah, Petoulier could be a little more feasible, but I don't know. He might want big wages as well. But I'm definitely looking for a goalkeeper, and Figaro's our number one, and yeah, so definitely a youngster for the future, if anything. Okay, so there's a lot of not interested in there, but Patterson could be a play. I don't love that move, but it'll be solid. Nico Seeger for the 5 million could be pretty good too. We got Vasco Souza, who, yeah, I'm looking at the moment if we get promoted. Probably not before that, but I'm kind of looking at a couple of these players like him, like Rafael Luis. That they could be on the table. Riddell's a new one though. He's an interesting one there. Tullier and then Guillaume Santos. I agreed a fee with. Basically I pushed for a 4-year deal. He wanted a 3-year deal, and the contract fell apart. We will go back in for that one when his agent allows us to talk to him again. I think that's kind of where we're at on that, because he is extremely, extremely happy to talk to us. But yeah, cheap wages, cheap fee, pretty good player. You know, we definitely love the potential. He's not quite ready yet, but a lot of really good things here, and not too many bad things. I'm okay with a move like that. So we've also got a couple of model citizens with Luis and now Vincente Pizarro from Colo Colo. Solid, okay. Got a few games under his belt. I like that, consistent. 3.6. Can't head, and he'd need to learn English and fit in somewhere, but okay. I don't mind that, and let's compare him with Matty Grimes, because that's kind of what I'm looking for. Is the next Matty Grimes with potential, and that is Pizarro. Huh. That could be very, very interesting. Left footed, a couple inches shorter, a little bit lighter, slightly different player, but a little more technical attacking vision, a little bit less speed, physical. We can develop those quite well. The mental will come with time. That's 8 years of like life experience, and they're both terrible here. So interesting, very, very interesting. There was a player that went to Arsenal. I can't remember who it was, but I was in for him. Navarro, Federico Navarro. I was kind of looking at him as trying to maybe make a deal work at like 2.8, rising to 4. Arsenal eventually went 4.5, rising to 5.25. Couldn't get that done. Couldn't get that done. But I thought he might be someone kind of in that Matt Grimes mold as well. A little bit more of a defensive ball playing option. And yeah, he wasn't a guy. Maybe Pizarro is. Maybe Pizarro is. So we're looking at him. Patino as well. We've also got a price on Patino at 2.1. We've got a young 17-year-old midfielder. There's a lot of midfielders here, but like Pontestabo, very solid for around or under a million, probably. Can't head, can't mark, but he's an attacking midfielder. So, like that consistency as well. So, we're getting some really, really good reports in here. And I do still need to go through all these reports and make sure that they're not inconsistent, they're not injury prone. Um, try and get ourselves in a good position. Keep an eye on personalities. Bad personalities, I'll get rid of. And, like, you know, see if we can focus on some good ones. But we've got a decent shortlist. We've got a decent shortlist right now. So I'm pretty happy with that. But we do now have our game against Bristol City. They're also flying high. They're up to seventh. Three games won, 3 games drawn, 1 game lost only at Middlesbrough, who are flying high themselves. They've only lost to Blackburn Rovers, and they are just 3 points behind us, same as Luton. So our good start really hasn't opened up a huge gap yet, and that's interesting. But I do think this start, if it's sustainable, we win the league. With a slight drop off, which we know should be coming, definitely mid of the season towards that kind of third quarter. I think that might be when we're looking to finish just outside the playoffs or maybe in the playoffs. That might be the end of season. Realistic goal. I don't know. Jacob Wright comes in January. That might be a little impetus. Maybe we get one more player in if we still got some money. Who knows? Who knows? But it's a great start. Cardiff haven't had a bad start. They're just lurking in that mid-table spot that I think we're going to fall down into. This is where I predicted, like start of the season, I thought like 12 to 14 is kind of our range in year one. After this start, I'm now looking at like 6 to 8 is probably more likely our range. But if we keep denying like that gravitational pull of mid-table, maybe I'm gonna have to reevaluate. That's kind of where we're at. So gonna play Bianchini out on the wing. He's been playing up front and scoring goals like at a scary level. He doesn't look like a phenomenal player. He really looks like average mentally. Like a couple of good things too, like pace, acceleration, and technique of 14, dribbling, work rate, natural fitness, and stamina at 13. But that's all he has above a 12. And yet he's got 4 in 3 starts and 4 sub appearances in the championship, and he's got 4 in 2 cup games with high average ratings. So 9 total games, nearly half of those off the bench, 8 goals, 2 assists, 3 player of the match awards, like 7.89 rating. There's just something going on here. There's something going on with Florian. I'm here for it. Let's put him on that left hand side. Eom's got a bit of a knock anyway, so we needed to rotate. Ferguson's still coming back from his injury. He'll be back very soon. And Shojan's the player that doesn't make the bench. So McLaughlin, Parker, Pedersen, Delcroix. That really covers the entire defense. Fulton and Allen for the middle. Pert Harris, Cooper can play on the wing. Oh, I think Pert Harris plays up front. Cooper plays on the wing. Ginelli does both. We should be able to cover every position with those subs. And it's our basically the same team apart from Eom, but Bianchini goes in on that left flank. So very simple roles, no player instructions. You can see the team instructions. I don't think there's anything super crazy in there. It's high intensity. It's a 4-4-2 with wingers. I've adapted it from a 4-3-2-1 advanced playmakers. I took the advanced playmakers out of here. I was going to play 2 advanced playmakers in central midfield. Glad I decided not to. So let's see where we line up then. We've got, like I say, a good game against Bristol City here. Another real test, our first draw. So yeah, fans, pretty positive. Put your hands on your hips. Go get a result. Okay, so Josh Key is inspired by a little bit of pressure. Nobody else really is. That's fine. There you go. Everyone apart from Timon responded there in defense. Everybody apart from Franco in that midfield. And Cullum up front. Joe Allen as well. And Ginelli. Okay. They're both a little bit up for it here. So 3 composed. A few happy, a few motivated, and an inspired Josh Key. Love that. Love that. Okay. So yeah, Josh Tyman comes back in left back. Pedersen's been keeping his spot a little bit as well. So that entire left side for us is a little different over the last couple of games than it has been. But we are first. Bristol City, as we saw, are seventh. And it's very early on in the season. A lot can change. Let's do a little demand more. Again, in the opening minute, we get a little highlight. This is pressure. Look at this pressure from us. Okay. Okay. They've worked it well. They have worked it well. Oh, we're almost getting there, though. We're almost getting there. They're almost getting there. I'm liking the pressure we're putting on. I know they're going to be able to get clear. Don't have a goal. There we go. Oh. Okay, that could have been an interesting start. That could have been an interesting start. Franco, not really happy. Cabango, Ronald, Vigouroux, not super happy there either. With that start where, yeah, a little slow. Josh Key towards Cabango. Cabango's going to keep that in. Back to Franco. Okay, he doesn't need to be happy. He just needs to play, and that's a lovely strike. Floated to the far post. Josh Key to Ben Cabango. Rather than at the corner, Cabango keeps it in and just lays it off. Franco, first time, big deflection, just sneaks inside the post. That's a little bit of luck that probably we needed today. Because we didn't get off to a quick start. We haven't looked the best. And yeah, like one shot for us that was on target. One shot off for them that was off target. Like this entire first half is just nothing. They're getting shots in though. Okay, well, let's go down to positive then, because I don't love the fact that they're getting all these shots at us and all this pressure for no reason. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure you could have picked that up, Vigouroux. I'm not sure you needed to like give them a corner, but okay. 10 minutes for half time. Cabango. Okay. Sustained pressure from Bristol City. This is the first game that we're really like under proper pressure. So far we're making it work. Vopotnik to Cabango. Finds Josh Key again. Up to Franco. Back to Cabango. He should come across. I don't like the pass to Grimes. It goes back to Darling anyway. And he ignores Josh Tyman. Don't like that. Come on. There we go. We get Key free. Ronald now. He kind of got there. And Bianchini, he had a chance. He had a chance. But I'm not very happy with our first half performance. Cullen's taken a knock. Cabango is on a yellow. And Bristol City are in the ascendancy. Deflection gives us a lead through Franco. So, point finger. It's going to be disappointed to watch. Fired up, very motivated, etc. Nice. And then just Cabango. Just please, please don't get sent off. Okay. And let's just see them go. Let's see them go. Looks like yeah, it's same as the first half. Darling gets that one, but no. Okay, that's a no highlight for some reason. Um, I don't know. Here we go. They're going more attacking. Okay, I don't think they should have, because they were definitely in the ascendancy and they were really pushing us in places. Cabango to Ronald. Come on, boys. We need something. Ronald, can you get the ball in? finds Franco. Josh Key on the inside. It somehow, oh my god, I don't know what happened. It hit the defender maybe, or it hit Cullen and then just fell to him. But on the hour mark, we get our second goal. A little bit of luck about this performance, but definitely not the best. I guess Cullen just headed it in. Key shot, and Cullen headed it in. Okay, Cabango's like being good at the back, but he does need to come off. Do I want to put Pedersen on at centre back? Maybe 6'2", solid. Maybe. Now, to be fair, Timon hasn't had a great game either, so I think that's the move we make. With Delcroix and Pedersen coming on that side. Shift Harry Darling over. Yeah, he's unaffected by the knock, but he's really tired, and I don't want anything to happen to him. So I'm going to actually push Bianchini up front and have Josh Ginnelli running down that left flank, because I mean, they're not cutting in, right? So it's possibly better to push Ronald over to the left and have Josh Ginnelli down that right flank. I think that might be it. Let's do those three. A little happier. Seem please. Compose Pedersen. Let's do those three. Change things up a bit. And get into a good position if we can. So again, they're building up from the back, and they've got this 4-2-3-1 formation, which, there we go. Nuts. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, I don't like losing that ball. Delcroix does well. Ronald just doesn't seem like he's set up right here. Franco ignores the wide man, goes himself. Oh, if that had gone in, it would have been spectacular. But to not hit the target when it all opens up for you, yeah. It's a little annoying. It is a little annoying. Ronald's coming off. I'm telling you that now. Ronald is definitely coming off. I'm going to go back to attacking. Ronald off. Ollie Cooper. Ooh, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure where people are going to be playing. Not sure where people are going to play. And then Matty Grimes off for Joe Allen, who looks happy. I just think that's the move we kind of have to make here to get some fresh legs in. Just trying and see this one out. 3 shots on target, therefore higher XG, more corners, a lot of fouls. But somehow we're going to get out of this one with a clean sheet when we kind of look battered, to be honest with you. And it's only towards the end of the game. You know, that second half we did improve. We did get there, but that was kind of the toughest game I think that we've actually played. That could have easily have gone wrong. Okay, let me see if I can. Lost focus. Seem confused. Okay, I'm trying to get them fired up here. I'm trying my best. It's not going spectacularly well. But it's another win. It's a clean sheet. It kind of moves us 5 points clear because Middlesbrough drew. What happened to Luton? Luton lost to Sunderland. So Leeds move up now. into that third position. That's pretty good for us all in all. Cardiff do win again, so they are now starting to climb, but we've got a decent gap. And yeah, I don't think that was the best win in the world. It definitely wasn't the best performance. And we just, yeah. Referee seemed to be on their side. Okay, we did get a ton of fouls. Maybe that's from the referee, not from us. And we did a good job under bad circumstances. Maybe there is that. So, okay, but 10 games unbeaten. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. I am very, very happy with that. Let's just go in and give you all 2 days because we got a quick turnaround to go up to Sunderland. So I think that's probably the best thing to do there. But yeah, if we look here at the profile then, so we don't have a goal scorer. We got the highest average rating in EOM. We got the assist from EOM and Key, so left wing and right fullback. That's kind of interesting. And EOM with a couple of man of the match awards. Pretty decent all in all. We're definitely the highest scorers. That early start was just absolutely crazy. So we're by and far the best attacking team. And we do have the best defensive record as well. And like I say, just that one little blip there, that draw away to Sheffield Wednesday when the strikers kind of didn't do anything. I still think we created chances, if I'm correct. So 22 shots, 9 on target, an XG of 3.19. So yeah, a lot of fouls, a lot of yellow cards, but the strikers just didn't get the job done on that night. So we should be 100%, which is mind-boggling to me. This is not the best team in the world. Like, the goalie's okay, just like the defense is okay, the midfield's okay. Like, Joker still do a job. Fulton kind of maybe do a job. Bianchini's just been off to an early flyer. And Ginelli's been quite decent as well for someone that's pretty much just got pace. So I don't know. I don't know kind of how to judge this so far. Is this a false position? Is this not? Am I going to find anybody fantastic to kind of bring in and really make an impact on this squad? Because right now we seem to be, lacking interest from people. I don't know. You let me know what you guys think. I think at the moment, like if I get a little bit of more money in fact, depending how much he wants 10 grand a week. Santos wants about 2.5. So let's say 20 grand. If I push 20 grand of this budget, yeah, so we're somewhere around the 4.5 million mark. And I should be able to land Santos and Riedel for 4.5 million. So without selling anybody, with having Jacob Wright coming in, and then Milko Vidal at the end of the season, I could probably get Santos and Riedel in. And that might I still need a goalkeeper. Like, I really think we need a goalkeeper here. I just don't think Figueroa is it. McLaughlin's really decent, but he's not it. And then, like I say, no under 18. So this is my entire uh, my entire youth setup, as it were, with Christie, Norton out of contract at the end of this season. Definitely not bringing them back. Couple of assets like Yates, Kukrevich, um, Probably the only two there worth selling. Probably going to sell Andy Fisher just because he's not going to get back in this team. And Evan Watts probably takes over from McLaughlin at the end of this season as backup goalkeeper. So we're really kind of thin on the ground there. And we're really thin on talent as well, as you can see. 4-star, got a couple of players. 4.5, a couple of players. And Ben Lloyd's the only 5-star. But even then, I don't think that's like amazing 5-star. That's just 5-star for a top-end championship team, low-end Premier League team. So who knows? And that puts the 2.5 to 3 stars that most of the others have in a real kind of bleak context. And even then, in the first team, Sam Parker again, pretty much in the same boat, although could be a Premier League right back. Vipotnik could be pretty good, and then we got some 4-stars and 3.5s. But it's players in this 2.5 to 3 range that you just start thinking, if and when we get promoted, not good enough. Pedersen we can replace easily. Delquois we can replace because he'll be third choice centre back at best anyway. Joe Allen, Jay Fulton looking to replace those. Got the midfielders coming in and another one scouted. Pert Harris, lower ends, we don't worry about that one. Can easily replace him with Santos. Ginelli on the wing might be one body that we need to look at replacing as a wide man, or push Cooper onto the right wing because he can play there. Retrain him to be a right winger. He hasn't got the worst fit for it, actually. He hasn't got the worst fit I've seen. So that could be it. Ronald backed up by Cooper. Eon backed up by Bianchi. That could work. Cullen Vopotnik with nobody behind them. That's an issue. And of course the two goalkeepers who are okay-ish and aging and at their peak, at their limits, is the big thing. So, yeah, names and suggestions for players in those roles. We've got a little bit of money, got a little bit of transfer budget, can probably work a little bit more, but I'm not sure how we're going to do things. And, yeah, coming off a draw and then that roughish performance, we did get the result, but not quite what I want to see and not what we have seen so far. So perhaps this good sort of first period is isn't going to last as much. Nathan Ferguson back in full. Yeah, he's still going to take a while. He is still going to take a while. It's going to take a week for Eom as well. So home against 7th place, and we just about get out of it with a good result. Away to 6th place is going to be a little crazy. So basically, I want to show you this is just what I do. I take the assistant's advice on players. I take the opposition. I don't change anything else. I keep my tactics the same way as I want them. Oh, I really don't want to play Cullen. I really don't have much apart from putting Ginelli up top. Gotta trust my assistant. But yeah, he is tired. But then I just instant simulate and move on. And this is how we're going to be doing the games off camera. And once again, there's something in the simulation engine that loves Bianchini. Oh, and Darling got sent off. Okay, well, we'll have to deal with that. But a 9.1 from Ronald. Like, absolutely fantastic from him. And from Bianchini. Just absolutely fantastic again. Creating chances, getting him on target. And just, yeah, thriving at the moment. Absolutely thriving at the moment. Liam Cullen looks in a bad way. Yeah, he still looks in a bad way. Probably should have rotated him out, but at the same time, we got the job done to a certain degree, so I'm okay with that. Couple of results not quite going our way. That Cardiff one hurts. They're now up to third in the league. So yeah, Middlesbrough could move within 5, and Leeds could move within 6. So we're still only got like a 2-game gap at the top. A loss to either or both of those teams, and we're off the top spot 100% at that point. So yeah, could still fall down, but we've been here the entire way. Absolutely, you know, absolutely unexpected. I'm not going to challenge that red card. I don't think we're going to get anything for it, so we might as well just get him there. So yeah, so it should be save number 7. Let's make sure we don't lose any progress, but that's kind of where we are. Very interesting opening to the season. Ferguson's now becoming available. Pedersen's been far better than expected. And Bianchini's been a real crazy bonus. Like, just, I don't know. There's something going on. There's definitely something going on there. But yeah, we got some decent values now as well. Vapotnik 12, Eom and Ronald 10.5. We've got 8.6 for young Sammy Parker, who we're definitely not selling. Nathan Ferguson's up to 4.5. So I'm okay there. 5.8 is Josh Key as well. Decent prices, decent prices. We can make some moves here. We can. So who would you sell? One player from this squad based on value, contract, age, depth of position, or ability just not being good enough, potential not being good enough. Who would you sell, and what kind of money do you think would be realistic for that person? Let me know, comment section down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'll be back soon. We are looking now early November. Currently first and third. The first South Wales derby of the save and will be the next live com, and we will hopefully not be sad at the end of that episode. So yeah, join me then. But let me know what you think, and I'll be back very, very soon as well. The transfer window should be shutting in a matter of hours in real life when I'm recording this. So we will see if the speculation about Jacob Wright was actually correct or not. But we can get rid of the Siga bit. Nice. Um, yeah, we can actually figure that out. So let me know, as I say, about what you would do, what you wouldn't do, and who you would sell for how much. And we'll see as January approaches, as that first derby approaches, and as that opening run sends us catapulting to the top of the league. Oh, I think this is going to be a fun season. But it could get a little more depressing towards the end, depending on if and when and how bad our downturn hits. So we'll see. I'll be there. I hope you will be tuned. Soon? Sue? Yeah. I think that kind of sums up my feelings on this save. I'm kind of confused about a lot of stuff going on, but yeah. I hope you'll be there too, and I'll see you soon. Till then, take care.